Tells us she was just trying to get to a Detroit Lions watch party this month when her Lyft rolled up.
As I'm walking, I see him like making faces or whatever. I'm like, oh man.
She already knew.
I can fit in this car.
No, believe me, you can.
Yes, I can.
Believe me.
He told her there's not enough room in his car.
Alright people, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about basically a video that went viral this past weekend / weekday. I just wanted to talk about it now because I know I'm late to the party, but it needs to be talked about from my perspective as well. I feel like I can't get this off my chest. This is a lady called Dank the Moss, and she's suing Uber because of this video.
Face it, Mom, my car is small.
I can fit in this car.
No, believe me, you can.
Yes, I can.
Believe me. So, I'm sorry.
What am I doing with my money?
I'm going to cancel it. You're not going to be charged.
So you telling me I can't get in the Lyft because I can't fit in your car?
Yeah, you need to order a bigger car.
What makes you think I can't fit in the car?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What makes you think I can't fit in this car?
Because the car is small in the back.
My best friend has a Benz that's newer than this that I can fit in. That's the same size.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't.
So you really telling me I'm too big to get in your car? So I gotta order another Lyft.
Yeah. And to be more specific with you, I got very tired tires.
What I got to do with your tires?
Yeah, and you have no space.
How you know I don't have no space?
Yeah, I got no space in the back.
How do you know I don't have no space?
Because I tried before.
Huh?
Because I've been in this situation.
So every big person you turn down because they can't fit in your car?
Yeah, because they need to order the Uber XL instead.
No, I don't never have to order an Uber XL.
Then I'm really sorry, man.
What's your name?
Abraham
Okay. Nope.
It's just so pointless, right? Because, okay, yes, people are going to be like, oh, that doesn't affect the tires, blah, blah, blah. Even if you say it doesn't affect the tires, it could affect the driver himself. If it's a car that there's no enough backroom space, what makes you think she's gonna be able to fit in there? You're gonna inconvenience the driver because you were trying to be selfish. Look, the entire time she was talking, she kept breathing hard. That type of weight put on that type of body should not be normal. It shouldn't be like something like we can't discuss as human beings. No, humans. Bones are made for a particular weight, depending on our height and what we eat. It depends. Our bones are structured in a way that it has to be able to move our bodies. Her bones are not that strong to where it's holding 600 pounds. Mind you, the average car is around I'll say like 1,800 to like maybe 2,500 if we're really taking it that far. Like the average car. I'm not talking about the big economy cars. I'm just talking about like the average car. It's around that size. If you're putting somebody that's 600 pounds in the fucking car already, that's a big problem. That's already a big problem. The guy isn't trying to even be an asshole. It's just if some shit breaks in the car, you are not gonna be held liable for it. Lyft is not going to be held liable for it. If it gets damaged or gets broken, that's it for the driver. He has to find a new way to make money. Especially in this economy, you have to think about yourself at this point. You can't just think about somebody else's feelings because what? For what reason? I don't know. He was being real nice by telling you like, yo, like, I can't take you in this car. I can cancel your ride for you. I'm going to give you your money back. I'm not taking your money. I'm not saying I picked you up. I'm going to give you your money back. Get a XL, get a bigger Uber. She was over here talking about, oh, why would you make me get an Uber, bigger Uber? I always fit in the smaller cars. Then call your friend to come pick you up then. Call your friend to come pick you up. At least they're your friends. You'll be able to like see, they'll be able to see your ass if some shit breaks. This nigga's not gonna see you anymore. You complain that, oh, I have to pay. Why are you making me pay extra if the Uber is 80 in front of me? Like, why can't I just get in? Ma'am, that's what comes with being that size, okay? It's the same way tall people who cannot change their height, they have to sit in those cars, or they get themselves a bigger car because they know they can't fit in there. So you can't say just because you're fat or just because you're a little big, it means that everybody else has to conform to what your needs are. No, you put yourself in that situation. You put yourself in a position where you are 3 times the size that you're supposed to be, but you want everybody else to pay for it. No, it doesn't work that way. Okay, get yourself a bigger Uber, and that's it. Keep it pushing. It shouldn't even be something difficult. If I knew that I was 600 pounds, Lord, just even thinking about that number is insanity. There's a lot of people out there that struggle with the weight. If I know that I'm 600 pounds, there's no way I'm booking a regular size Uber. Because first of all, it's going to be embarrassing for me stepping out the car, and next thing you know, the car lifts up as soon as I step out the car. That's how much weight I'm holding in there. That's going to be embarrassing for me. So it's like, of course, you just have to get your own, just get a bigger Uber, or just get yourself a car. You're a rapper, right? You're making money. Get yourself a car that you can drive yourself. But instead, she decides she wants to sue the driver and sue Lyft.
Blanding tells us she was just trying to get to a Detroit Lions watch party this month when her Lyft rolled up.
As I'm walking, I see him like making faces or whatever. I'm like, oh man.
She already knew.
I can fit in this car.
But believe me, you can.
Yes, I can.
Believe me.
He told her there's not enough room in his car.
The kicker part was when he started to talk about his tires. You know, I feel like that was a slap in the face. That was like my tires, you know, like.
The driver said his tires could not handle her weight.
Every big person you turn down because they can't fit in your car?
Yeah, because they need to order the Uber XL instead.
No, I don't never have to order an Uber XL.
He apologized, canceled the ride, and left her there. The rapper says she's pretty tough.
I get the money and flip it and make time food.
Dank DeMoss, as she's known at the mic, is crushed by the whole situation.
I just want them to know, like, it really hurt my feelings.
It looks like Lyft might be hurting pretty soon too.
Honestly, I feel like Lyft is just going. They're just gonna fire the driver, and it's not fair. It's really not fair because the driver, like, he has to watch out for himself as well. He has family to take care of. You can't just sue the driver for, like, you know, watching out for his own source of income. And then Lyft is like, you know, they don't discriminate. This isn't discrimination. It's just logical. I mean, imagine me coming into your store and then I pour some water on the floor and I try to slip on the floor. Of course you're gonna stop me, because if I slip and this is on your property, technically I can sue you because you didn't clean it up by the time I slipped. So of course you're gonna stop me and you're gonna tell me like, yo, like, you gotta go because I don't want you in my store. You're gonna mess up my business. It's the same thing. And then she hired lawyers.
I knew it was illegal and I knew that it was wrong.
Her attorneys, John Marco and Zach Runyon, say weight is a protected characteristic in Michigan by law.
It would be no different than a driver pulling up and saying, you know, I don't want to have black people in my car, or I don't want to have Christians in my car or Muslims in my car. It's the same. Under the law, it's the same.
The lawsuit is filed. Since she posted the encounter on social media, other full-figured folks have reached out saying the same thing happened to them.
I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to draw to the skin color instead, because since she's black, it's the same way if you tell a black person, or, like, you know, those are things you can't change. Those are things you literally can't change yourself. Same way tall people would get told that they can't fit somewhere. The world is not built for big people. The world is not built for tall ass people. It's like you're expecting everything to function the way you want it to function. It's not fair. And the lawyer saying that, you know, the race thing, no, because it would be bad if somebody's discriminating you about concerning your race, because that's something you can't change, and it also has a significant historical background to it. Same with your height. It's something you can't change. If it's something that you grew up with, it's something you can't change. Weight is something you can change. And I know some people were like, it's very hard to lose weight, blah, blah, blah. Yes, I understand that. But it's still something you can change yourself. It's something you can change. She's proud of the fact that she weighs that much. That's you. But do not expect everybody else to conform to what you want, to what you believe in yourself. Get yourself a regular, a higher class Uber. You might spend the extra money, but that's what it comes with when it comes to somebody dealing with your size. That's it. It's the same way this time last year. Was it last year or 2 years ago? This lady was asking for extra seats on the plane.
My petition states, all plus-size passengers should be provided with an additional seat or 2 or 3 depending on their size and need. Airlines should also offer a straightforward refund process for those who are buying additional seats independently.
Oh, I'm big. The plane's not built for me. I need an extra seat for free. Those free seats you're asking for, a lot of people would, instead of a lot of people to be able to get on that plane, now they have to wait and get on new planes. So technically, they're paying with their own time. Like, don't get me wrong. A lot of people get bullied against for being fat or like for being big. But at some point, when you're an adult, you literally can't blame anybody else except for yourself. Your problem is of your own doing. If I'm being honest with you, your problem is your own doing. You did this to yourself. You know, it just doesn't make any sense. And I feel like the rapper really just did this to get clout from this situation, especially in this day and age where clout is money. A lot of people would do it just for the sake of like trying to get people to click on their channel, click on the page, listen to their music, listen to the album, all that stuff. So, I mean, I hope the guy didn't get fired because he was being as cordial as he can. He was telling her like, yo, like just get yourself an extra large Uber and you can get to wherever you want to get to. It's just my car won't be able to do it because sometimes a lot of people, when they use Ubers, they use their own personal car. Everybody uses their own personal car to do Uber, to do Lyft. And also, like, look at like the strain on your heart, yo. Like, you know it's straining your heart being that size. Like, look at Dave Blunt. He's on stage every time, and every time he's on stage, he has to sit down because he can't move. He can't move around. They gave him an oxygen tank because he's losing himself. This is not empowering. This is destroying yourself. For what?